Judge Vudeby Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1035, Smith case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Smith, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, good morning. I come here today to try to get his child support raised.
Okay.
We have one child, and I believe that he has some income that he's actually not reporting. We kind of try to make it work not too long ago, and when I was at his house, I found a bunch of pornographic movies.
What do you mean make it work?
We've been separated for a long time. Our son's 11.
Okay.
But we kind of got back together, and he has a bunch of like pornographic movies in his house.
I'm afraid you're going to stab yourself in the eye with that pen.
Sorry.
I just don't want you to do that.
He's the main character on the movies with all these different women. And he is saying that that I can't be mad at him. It's not cheating if he's making porn. And some of them are in our bed. And I said, well, it doesn't work like that. You can't.
Wait, did she really just drop that bombshell? She's not just accusing him of making explicit content. She claims some of it was filmed right in their shared bed. What started as a child support battle has now spiraled into a full-on relationship meltdown. But here's where things get legally tangled. If he's earning money from those videos, does that count as taxable or reportable income? And if so, could it actually increase what he's required to pay in child support? Now, we want to hear from you. Does this shocking twist change how you see the father in this situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Just because you're filming doesn't mean it's not cheating. And I said, you have to be getting paid for it to actually be a porn star. And he said he was getting paid for them. And there's tons of them. So I feel like...
So you believe he's getting paid from that?
And plus, his business, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's almost close to 100,000, give or take, like maybe 10 to 15.
Okay.
So I feel like I get a measly $600 a month from him. I feel like...
Now things just got real. If he's making money from those videos and not reporting it, that's not just messy, it's potentially illegal. So let's look at this through a legal lens. When calculating child support, the court doesn't just look at a 9-to-5 paycheck. All income counts, side gigs, royalties, and yes, even monetized adult content. But here's the kicker. It's not enough to just make the claim. You need proof. Bank deposits, contracts, tax returns. Without hard evidence, there's nothing for the court to act on. Allegations alone don't win cases. So where does that leave things? Even the most explosive claims mean nothing in court if you don't bring the receipts.
So that's how
Something's
much
not right.
his child support is
Currently.
set at right now?
Yes.
Okay.
We went through mediation at the child support office.
Yeah.
So, but that was, he's...
How long ago was that?
He's 11, and I guess 10 years ago.
Oh yeah,
He was little.
that has been a while. You've been way overdue for a modification for a number of reasons. So about this income, is what she's saying true? Does it include that?
Well, it's payment in one way or another.
Is a yes or a no?
No, ma'am, I'm not getting paid technically.
So that means you're lying and
So
you're
you're
cheating
doing it
on
for
me.
free? Well, you know what? Never mind. That's not my business. I'm sorry. That's not my business. So your business, where you do make the money, she's talking about the $100,000. Do you make $100,000?
No, ma'am, I have 85 to 90,000 on the high end on a good year.
Okay. All right. What is it that you do?
I'm a mechanic.
Mechanic. Okay. All right. So you said 90 on the high end.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor, is there any way that we could subpoena his financial records for the porn thing?
Well, you can. I'm not going to do a subpoena on anything like that. I don't want to see it. Yeah. You can do that though. Yeah. If it exists, you can do that. But subpoenas aren't free. So I hope you know exactly what it is that you're looking for.
Well, there's so many of them, and he told me that he's getting paid for them, and there's like thousands, not hundreds,
Okay.
thousands of DVDs with him in there on our bed.
I'll tell you what, once you find some sort of income, some paper trail that shows that, then if you were to bring it back in court, we could entertain it then. But as of today, unless you have some sort of proof that shows that he has income from that, and unless he tells me otherwise, I can't really go off of that. I can only go off of what he told me. And he said 90,000 on the high end. I think you're in pretty good shape. What do you do for a living?
I don't work. I take care of our kid.
So you're a stay-at-home mom? Mm-hmm. And she's 11?
He is.
He is
yeah,
11?
uh-huh.
He goes to school?
He does.
So what do you do during the day?
Nothing.
You don't want to work?
No.
So you're just living off of his child support?
I am. And we live with our mother.
And you're proud of that?
Well, we were living with him, and I was a stay-at-home mom. He made the income.
Okay.
But, I mean,
But you can work now, right?
I can, but
So it's no but you can go get a job, right?
Every case is unique. But one thing remains clear. Courts focus on financial ability, not just reported income. If she were employed, child support might increase to reflect shared responsibility. But here's the real kicker. Is she manipulating the system or just setting herself up for failure? Because, here's the bombshell, she's living rent-free with her mother and has no intention of working anytime soon. We can almost hear the courtroom's collective raised eyebrows. Now, this isn't just about money anymore. It's about trust and credibility. Does her choice to stay unemployed affect how the judge should decide? We want to hear from you. Should the court expect more effort from her, or is her position understandable? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
I could, but I'm not going to. My rent's free, my food is free. I mean, my mom's the homeowner. We don't have to pay nothing.
Okay. You know, I'm not going to go there with you today because you can, obviously you're able to work.
I'm able, but I
And
don't
you
want to.
should work, but again, that has nothing to do with me today. What we're going to do is talk about the modification of these numbers, all right? So your income has increased. It's increased about almost $400. So based on you saying that you receive about 90,000 on the high end, that
Yes,
brings
ma'am.
your gross to about $7,500, which your net is $5,406.
This judge isn't messing around. After reviewing everything, one thing stands out. His declared income justifies a support increase, but without concrete evidence of additional earnings, there's no room for extra payments. Child support hinges on verifiable facts, not assumptions about what the other parent might be making. Judges rely on reason, not emotions. But here's where it gets interesting. The mother is pushing back harder than ever. So the big question is, will her relentless efforts sway the outcome, or will the judge stay firmly grounded in the facts? Drop your thoughts below. Do you think this case will take a turn, or will it stick strictly to the rules?
I do.
And how much is that?
It's $110 a month.
Okay, 110. So what I'm going to do is give you credit actually for the health insurance coverage for the child. So that will slightly bring your child support down. And
Down?
monthly, yes, slightly. It's still expensive. $1,093 a month is what he would pay in child support.
That's it?
That's it. Well, it would be more if you get a job.
He would pay more if I got a job?
No, it would be more for the child if you got a job.
Your Honor,
Ma'am, no.
You don't
no,
understand.
No, you don't understand. I'm basing his child support increase off of what it is that he makes. Nothing
He
more.
makes more than
nothing-
that.
Until you bring me something in here to show me that, that's what I'm going to base it off of.
Your Honor,
And again, you can work.
Can I
so
s-
I
say
suggest-
something?
No,
Please.
ma'am. Only thing I need you to say is, Miss Vonda B, I'm going to go find me a job. That's all I want to hear. If it's anything else other than that, I'm not entertaining it. Pertaining to what I just said, do you have any questions?
Did she seriously just compare her ex to a dead battery in the middle of a courtroom showdown? That's gotta rank among the top 5 most cringeworthy moments ever recorded. And the judge? Immediate shutdown. Zero tolerance. No second chances. You've witnessed plenty of wild courtroom drama, but this one? Straight up yikes. So here's the real question. Did she just destroy her own credibility, or was it just a pressure cooker moment? Because, let's be real, this isn't an open mic night at a comedy club. This is court. And the stakes? Way too high for jokes.
A battery operated vibrator.
You know what?
What?
We're done
Yeah.
right there. We're done. Is
You're-
there anything further
You're
for
about
you,
to
sir?
climax.
Okay. Well,
The
ma'am-
batteries go out.
Okay, thanks.
That's him.
Okay, great. Let me tell you what we're going to do. You all are done, and if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you.